Yeah, you are asking me how to see a recorded lectures. Okay, that recorded lectures is stored in my computer, or it may be stored in the cloud. Okay, now I am I gave an option. The lecture videos should be stored in my computer only. Okay, so after the class, after the every session, I will send it to you in your WhatsApp group. Okay, Narendra Kumar, your doubt is clarified? Yeah. Now I will share my screen. Just I will recollect some concepts. Okay, in dielectrics, main topic is polarization. Okay, you are already discussed dielectric properties and dielectric constant. Both are same. Dielectric properties, that is also dielectric constant. Okay, permittivity, electric susceptibility. You are all calculating this one. But when you are trying to when you are trying to understand the dielectric properties, you should clear cut about polarization. Okay, in dielectrics, polarizations are classified into 4 types. Okay, we'll discuss it further. Meanwhile, you should see the basic definitions related to dielectrics. Okay, we are already discussed some properties, that is some definitions: electric field intensity and Coulomb's law of attraction or repulsion, permittivity of the medium, permittivity of the vacuum or free space. Okay, like that. Permittivity is indicated with what? I have I didn't get that option. Yeah. Permittivity is indicated with epsilon naught. Permittivity of the free space. This is the free space. Okay. Permittivity of the medium can be represented as epsilon. Okay. Sometimes it can also represented as epsilon m. Okay. Next. And next we are discussing about electric flux density. Okay, we are already discussed susceptibility. Susceptibility is indicated with xi. Epsilon naught is permittivity of the free space. Epsilon is the permittivity of the medium. Epsilon r is the relative permittivity. Okay, this is the relation between permittivity of the medium and permittivity of the vacuum and permittivity of the relative. Okay, Adi Kumar, Please stop your camera. Adi Kumar. Okay. This is the relation between epsilon, epsilon r and epsilon r. Okay. And this is the relation between permittivity with susceptibility. Okay. Susceptibility is also in magnetic fields. Susceptibility is also in electric fields. Okay. This is the electric field susceptibility. Uh, there is also one relation. Okay, that cannot be observable. See, relative permittivity is epsilon r. Okay, susceptibility is the z. I can erase this. See, electric flux density. What is electric flux density? Here, Q is the charge. Okay, Q is the charge, and 4 pi r square is the surface area. Okay, therefore, displacement vector or electric flux density is represented as the charge per unit surface area. The charge per unit surface area is called displacement vector or electric flux density. Okay. In the case of magnetic fields, magnetic flux density is indicated where is represented as the flux passing through the unit area, that is also in surface area. Now this is the charge. Why you are talking about charge? You are discussing electric fields. So in the electric fields we have to talk about charges, that is whether it may be positive charge or negative charge. Okay, therefore the displacement vector D is represented as Q. Here Q is the charge per unit surface area. Okay, therefore see, electric flux density or displacement vector is number of flux lines. Number of flux lines means charge. Okay, number of flux lines means charge per unit surface. Per surface is called displacement vector. Okay, now dielectric constant. What is the dielectric constant? Dielectric constant is represented as epsilon r. That is also called it as what? Relative permittivity. Okay, epsilon r is equal to epsilon by epsilon r. This is the relative permittivity. The ratio between permittivity of the medium and permittivity of the vacuum is called permittivity, relative permittivity. Okay, next, electric dipole moment. electric dipole momentum mu can be represented as the charge into the separation between the two charges, R. Okay, the charge into the separation between the two charges, Q into R. It represents electric dipole moment. Okay, how can you separate two opposite charges? How? By applying an electric field, the charges are separated. Okay, now we can see a video. Okay, for better understanding, there is a separation of two charges when an electric field is applied. Okay, now I will share.
We know that conductors are characterized by a large number of free charge carriers which move between the atoms of the conductors and also within the volume of the conductors. Metallic conductors have a large number of free electrons.
See, let us assume this is one molecule, and that means it was having so many atoms. Okay, molecule means it's having more than of two atoms. Okay, and this is the positive charge and this is the negative charge. Positive charge, negative charge, positive charge, and negative charges are there. Okay, see.
When a metal conductor is placed in an external uniform electric field of strength CE, we know that
see, an electric field is applied in this direction. Okay, this is the electric field direction. What? Applied electric field direction. Okay,
this distribution takes place in the conductor due to the movement of the free charges, and the electrostatic induction occurs in such a way that in equilibrium the electric field strength E dash inside the conductor due to the induced charges is equal and opposite to the external field of strength E. Hence,
yes, see, did you observe? This is the negative charge, this is the negative charge, and this is the positive charge, positive charge. If you are observing this, negative charges are separated at some place, and positive charges are separated at some opposite to the negative charges. Okay, due to this, an electric field is developed inside the molecule or inside the dielectric medium. Okay, this phenomenon is called electrostatic in equilibrium condition. Are you understood?
the net electric field inside the conductor is zero, and the
See, what is the net electric field inside this material? Say zero. How can you say? There is the positive charge and negative charge. Positive charge, negative charges. That is equal and opposite charges are separated inside the material. Okay. Due to that, inside the net electric field is zero.
conductor is said to be in electrostatic equilibrium. Unlike conductors,
See, this is the copper material and this is the rubber material. Okay.
Dielectrics like rubber are those materials in which there are either practically no free charge carriers or free charges.
What you are observing from this phenomena, two scenarios. See, in this rubber, that is dielectric medium, electrons are tightly bounded with positive charges. Okay. Now you can see in this material, electrons are reacting very easily and participating in another reactions. Okay. See,
Dielectrics are electrically non-conducting materials.
this is phenomenon in dielectrics.
A dielectric material can be made of either polar molecules or non-polar.
What is the polar molecule? Positive and negative charges are separated some distance. It's called polar molecule. If the positive and negative charges are coincide, that is non-polar molecule. Okay.
Molecules. Polar molecules are those in which there always exists a separation between the average positions of the negative and positive charges in
This
the
is the
molecule.
polar molecule. There is a separation between positive and negative charges.
Irrespective of whether it is in an external electric field or not. So,
See, if the electric field is applied, the positive and negative charges are separated. Without an electric field is applied, there is a separation between positive and negative charges in polar molecules. Okay, this condition is different in non-polar molecules. If there is no electric field, positive and negative charges are coincide. If the electric field is applied, positive and negative charges are separated. Okay.
the molecule is called a permanent dipole and will possess a permanent dipole moment. Water molecule is one such example of a
This
polar
is the one
molecule.
example for polar molecules.
In a water molecule, the center of the negative charge is at the oxygen ion.
This is the negative
Since
charge.
It is the negatively charged ion. And the center of the positive charge is
Positive
at
and
the
positive.
midpoint
This is
of
the
the line
positive charge.
joining the two positively charged hydrogen ions. These average positions of the positive and negative charges act as point charges, and hence the polar molecule behaves as a permanent electric dipole.
This is the positive, sorry, this is the negative and this is the positive. Now you can see two charges are separated at some distance. Okay, this is dipole. Okay, this happens only in polar molecules. Okay, two charges are separated.
As such, we can see that all polar molecules like water, hydrogen chloride, etc. behave as permanent electric dipoles. Therefore, even in the absence of an external electric field, such molecules possess a permanent electric dipole moment.
See this one. Even in the absence of external magnetic field. Okay, if the external magnetic field is applied, it creates dipolarities. But without external magnetic field, polar molecules having permanent dipoles. Are you understood? Okay.
Non-polar molecules are those
This is non-polar
which do not
molecule.
possess a permanent dipole moment like the polar molecules. Hydrogen and carbon dioxide molecules are examples of such non-polar molecules. In such molecules, the average centers of the positive and negative charges coincide.
See, positive and negative charges are
They do not
coincide.
possess an electric dipole moment in the absence of external electric field. Now let us see what happens when a dielectric
If the electric field is
with
applied,
non-polar molecules is placed in an external uniform electric field of strength E. Due to this uniform external electric field, the positive charges in the molecules are displaced in the direction of the electric field.
Are you understood? See, before applying electric field, positive and negative charges are coincide. When the electric field is applied, electrons are moving opposite to the electric field. Positive charges are moving in the direction of electric field. So there is a separation of positive and negative charges by the application of electric field. Okay.
And the negative charges in them are displaced in the opposite direction of the electric field. Therefore, in the dielectric with non-polar molecules, the molecules now possess some induced electric dipole moment, and it is said to be polarized due to the external electric field. Now let us consider the case when the dielectric material is made of polar molecules. In the absence of the external electric field E, the polar molecules in the dielectric are such that their electric dipole moments are.
See, this is before applying the electric field. Now, if you are observing this molecule having, this atom having polarities, positive and negative charge. Now you should consider with this one. Okay, this is the positive charge and this is the negative charge. So this dipole moment of this particular atom is cancelled with this one because they are in opposite direction. So as like this positive, this dipole moment is cancelled with another, and this dipole moment is cancelled with another. So there is no net dipole moment. Okay.
Randomly oriented due to thermal agitation, and hence the total dipole moment is zero. Now when they are placed in the uniform electric field of strength E, we know that every dipole in it experiences a torque, which rotates the dipoles in such a way that they align in the direction of the electric field.
Did you observe this one? These two dipoles are aligned in the direction of external electric field. Okay. This process of inducing two dipoles in the direction of external electric field is called polarization. Is called polarization. Are you understood? Yeah. SC.
Thus, the dielectric material with the polar molecules is said to be polarized. The degree of alignment of the dipoles with the external electric field direction depends on the temperature.
Alignment of dipole means polarization. The degree of alignment is called nothing but polarization. Polarization depends on temperature. What is the next one? Applied electric field. Okay.
And also on the external electric field strength. In general, the alignment increases with increasing electric field strength and also with the decreasing temperature. Thus, we observe that the dielectric material is polarized irrespective of whether it is made of polar or non-polar molecules, and they develop a net electric dipole moment in the presence of an external electric field. Linear isotropic dielectrics are those in which the induced dipole moment is in the direction of the external electric field and is proportional to the external electric field strength. Now, when this linear isotropic dielectric is placed in a uniform electric field of strength E, it gets polarized.
See, molecules are rotating in the direction of applied field direction.
Let us consider the polarization P
That is
of
called
such
polarization.
materials, which is defined as the electric dipole moment per unit volume. For linear isotropic dielectric materials in a uniform external electric field, the polarization P is equal to psi E into E.
Now we will discuss about that. Do you understand? Okay, good. Do you listen the audio of that video? Did you listen the audio when the video is playing on? Did you listen the audio? Okay, okay. No audio. It's not clear. Okay. Yeah. See, I will send the video in our WhatsApp group. You can see. Okay. It is the better. You can see the video when the audio is playing on for better understanding. Okay. See. Yeah. See. Electric polarization. What is electric polarization? The separation of two charges at some distance is called polarization in dielectric. Remember that polarization in dielectrics. The process of producing electric dipoles or creating electric dipoles by an applied electric field. Okay. Now, in polar molecules, without applied electric field, there is a dipole moment. But the net dipole moment is zero due to random orientation of the dipoles, individual dipoles. Okay. Now, polarization is indicated with P. Okay. Polarization can be defined as the dipole moment per unit volume. Dipole moment per unit of volume. Therefore, polarization P is equal to, what is the dipole moment? Mu by V. Mu by V. Mu by volume. Okay. Polarizability. What is the polarizability? See, polarization is directly proportional to what? Is directly proportional to what? On which factor? Electric field. Okay. The polarization is directly proportional to applied electric field. Okay. If the applied electric field is increases, okay, the polarization is also increases. You observe this phenomena in the video. Okay. Suppose this is the one dipole moment, positive charge, and this is the negative charge, and this is the another dipole moment, positive charge and negative charge. Suppose when an electric field is applied in this direction, electric field is applied, the dipoles are aligned in the direction of applied field direction, but negative ions is moving away from the electric field direction. So if the electric field is applied at some instant, at some intensity, only one dipole is aligned in this direction. Maybe. Okay, not all the dipoles. Suppose when the applied field is increases, the remaining dipoles are aligned in the direction of applied. Okay, so the alignment is called polarization. The alignment is increases by the increasing of electric field. So there is a directly proportional relation between polarization and electric field. If you are removing this proportionality, then you have a proportionality constant. What is that? Polarizability. That is called as a polarizability alpha. Okay. Suppose if you are removing proportionality constant, you should substitute. You have to substitute that directly proportionality constant. That is polarizability. Okay, polarizability is represented as alpha. Suppose if you are talking about electronic polarization, you can write it as alpha E. Suppose if you are talking about ionic polarization, that is alpha I. Okay. Here alpha is the polarizability. P is the polarization. You should remember the variation. Okay. Now you can see. Polarization P is directly proportional to applied electric field. So when you are removing the proportional directional, then you have to substitute proportionality constant, that is alpha. Here alpha is polarizability. Are understood? The units for polarizability is Fermi meter square. Fermi meter square. Okay. F is the Fermi meter square. Okay. Are you understood? Are you understood? Do you have any doubts? Do you have any doubts? Students, did you listen my voice? It is audible to you? Do you have any doubts? No. Okay. See.
Hi students, this animation and description would help you to learn physics even more easier and better. So please do watch it and enjoy learning physics. Polarization. A nonpolar molecule is one in which the center of gravity of the positive charges, protons, coincide with the center of gravity of the negative charges, that is the electron.
See, this is the center of the positive charge and is also coincide with center of the negative charges, that is electrons revolving around this. Okay, this is the nucleus and electron is revolving around. Both they are all coincide.
Example, O2, N2,
Example.
H2. The nonpolar molecules do not have a permanent dipole moment.
See, non-polar molecules doesn't have no permanent dipoles. Doesn't have permanent dipole moment. Sorry. Okay. Doesn't have permanent dipole moment.
If a nonpolar dielectric is placed in an electric field, the center of charges get displaced.
See, are you observe? This is the positive charge and this is the negative charge. So when the electric field is applied, positive charges is displaced. Okay. This is the positive charge.
The molecules are then said to be polarized and are called induced dipoles.
Due to this, dipoles are induced at some distance. This is the positive charge and this is the negative charge, that is also called as electron cloud. Okay. This phenomenon is called polarization. In what? In non-polar molecules.
They acquire induced dipole moment P in the direction of electric field. A polar molecule is one in which the center of gravity of the positive charges is separated from the center of gravity of the negative charges.
Positive and negative charges are separated. This is polar molecule.
By a finite distance. Example, N2O, H2O, HCl and NH3.
Example.
They have a permanent dipole moment in the absence of an external field.
See, positive charge and negative charges are separated. This is in polar molecule.
The dipole moments of polar molecules orient themselves in random directions. Hence, no net dipole moment is observed in the dielectric. When an electric field is applied, the dipoles orient themselves in the direction of electric field. Hence, a net dipole moment is produced. The alignment of the dipole moments of the permanent or induced dipoles in the direction of applied electric field is called polarization or electric
Note down this sentence. The alignment of dipole moments of the permanent or induced dipoles in the direction of applied field, that is applied electric field, is called polarization in dielectrics. Okay, that is also nothing but electric
polarization. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe this channel.
Are you understood? Are you understood? Students, please respond. Are you understood? You can discuss with me if you have any doubts. Do you have any doubts? No. Okay. Now, yeah, depending upon the polarization, okay, what is that? Depending upon polar and non-polar molecules, the polarization can be classified into 4 types. Okay, that is electronic polarization, ionic polarization, space charge polarization, and fourth one is something I can say. Yeah, oriental polarization. That is the orientation. Okay, depending on polar and non-polar polarizations, polarization can be classified into ionic, electronic, space charge, and oriental polarization. Okay. Sorry. Okay. We will discuss on tomorrow, that is Monday, about electronic, ionic, space charge, and oriental polarizations